The legend of the three sisters is an important Cherokee tale that has been passed through generations. It tells the story of three sisters corn, bean, and squash. There were three sisters who lived in a field. The youngest was so small she could not yet walk. She crawled along the ground. She has a happy aura that she could give humor to her sisters. The middle sister wore a dress and seated on the field. She has this calm and angelic aura that could give a good mood to her sisters. The eldest sister stood tall and straight and her body bent with the wind. She has this strong and brave aura that could protect her sisters from harm. The three sisters love one another very much and could not imagine living without the others. They would share every details of their lives together and show how strong their sisterhood is. Whatever happens to them, they will stick together. They would protect and care for each other. One day, a little Indian boy came to the field. He was very handsome and knew the ways of the land. He could talk with the birds and the animals and was straight and fearless. The three sisters were very interested in this boy as they watched him collecting some woods. You can see how these three sisters admired the boy. Late in the summer of the boy's first visit to the field, the youngest of the three sisters disappeared. She was the only who could only creep along the ground. She could not even stand unless there was a stick she could cling to. But she was gone and the two other sisters mourned her until the fall. The two sisters who was left to the field argued. They blamed each other why their younger sister disappeared. The second sister got mad and ignored her elder sister. Same with the older sister. The Indian boy returned to the field to gather reeds that grew at the edge of the small stream. He used the reeds to make arrow shafts. That afternoon, the second sister disappeared, the one who always wandered hither and yon. Now there was only one sister left, the tall and the straight sister. She did not bow her head in sorrow, though she mourned deeply and thought she could not live in the field alone without her sisters. As they grew shorter and colder, her green shawl began to lose its color and her yellow hair became dry and tangled. Night and day she sang for her sisters, but her voice was low like the wind and no one heard her. One day in the harvest season, the little Indian boy heard the third sister crying. And he felt sorry for her. He took her in his arms and carried her to his home. And there a delightful surprise awaited her. Her sisters was there in the lodge, safe and very glad to be reunited and celebrate with their love and affection. They explained that they had been curious about the little Indian boy and had followed him home. The younger sister crawled and crawled to follow the boy to his house. The second sister was hiding and following the boy because she was delighted of his handsomeness, and they had decided to stay because winter was coming and his home was warm and comfortable. The sisters also were making themselves useful to the boy and his family. The youngest, now all grown up, kept the dinner pot full. while the second sister, still in her yellow dress, dried herself on the shelf so she could fill the dinner pot later in the winter. The eldest sister was so pleased to be with her sisters again, and so impressed with the help they gave the boy that she too began drying herself, so the family would have meal to use as the winter went on. And from that day to this, the three sisters were never separated again.